with that being said, we will get into our awards predictions if the season were to end today. So I think we'll start at the back of the list in terms of priority. And we will start with one that I'm not sure Angelo even filled out, which is Coach of the Year. Angelo, did you fill out Coach of the Year?
Barely, but yes.
I am actually impressed that you did. So I'll start it. My pick for Coach of the Year, if the season were to end today, is one that if you've been following us since the beginning of the season, you know this is coming. It's going to be Mike Brown with the Sacramento Kings. Look, they've got talent over there. They've got heaps and heaps of talent, and they're one of my favorite teams to watch. But if you're the coach of the Kings the year they finally break the playoff drought, you're going to get some props. Just off the top here, they are actually, this was surprising to me, the number one offense in the NBA. And they're actually number 8 in total net rating, which is impressive because they're number 26 in defensive rating. They're currently 36 and 25, which is third in the Western Conference. They just look great this year. I know Angelo doesn't think coaching has a super important impact, but you got to give some credit to Mike Brown for this. And so I think that he, as of right now, has earned that award. I think that he has led this team very well. They're still a very young team, and they seem poised out there. They're just, like I said, fun to watch. And there were other good choices. I'm not going to say that it was a runaway award. I think that John Mazzulla with the Celtics is a good choice, and Mike Malone with the Nuggets is also a good choice. But Mike Brown's my pick.
Yeah, you kind of just gave away mine. Mine's actually Joe Mazzulla because it would be so easy for the Celtics just to free fall after that whole situation with their coach. Whose name I cannot think of right now.
Wait, who?
The old coach who had the scandal with the secretary. Celtics.
Ime Udoka.
Ime Udoka, yes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't exactly. Granted, the team is a great situation, but the situation that was left to Joe was not the easiest. And he not only has taken that situation and thrived, just he's been the example of a leader. You know, the Celtics just lost in the finals, which, say what you want, losing in the final game of the season is a mentally taxing event.
Absolutely.
It is very easy to fall into a slump post that. And with the added
Especially with how
pressure,
young they are.
yes. So no. Mine's Joe Mazzulla. I'm not gonna, frown on you or frown on you for being a Kings bandwagonite and picking Mike Brown, but
Like I said, I think Coach of the Year was a very, very tight race for me because I kind of went those 3 different ways between Mazzulla, Brown, and
so the way I did a lot of mine is I put up the Vegas betting odds and I just looked into the coaches and I gained an opinion from there. But yeah, Mazzulla, Brown, Mike Malone, Taylor Jenkins, and actually Doc Rivers is at the tail end of it. Yeah. Are the top 4 candidates there.
I think Coach of the Year was very tight. And side note before, since we just mentioned him, I forgot to mention Udoka is actually linked to the Hawks to be the new head coach. As much of a questionable human as he has been, apparently.
Yes.
I do like his coaching style with Trae Young, John Collins, and DeJounte Murray, and Sadiq Bey, and all those other great pieces they have over there.
So I did you a favor, and I did not say anything or interrupt you in your whole Hawks diatribe. So I am going to ask you the simple question.
Uh-huh.
How far do you have the Hawks in the playoffs then?
It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have them as
correction when you're ready.
I don't have them as the favorites by any means.
Mhm.
I think they could make a run to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think that's unlikely. I think they probably lose in the second round.
Okay.
But would I be shocked if they made the Eastern Conference Finals? Not at all. I would be shocked if they advanced to the finals. I don't see that as likely. It is possible, but if they make it to the finals, they're just gonna get swept. But I don't think this is their year. I think they've got the talent necessary. Not necessarily. Let me rephrase that. I think they've got the building blocks of a championship team. Um, it's not this year. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it is. And it's probably not even next year, but they are still a young team. And with the right direction, this is a team that very soon could be a contender.
So what is your correction, Austin?
I need a clarification before I can submit a correction.
Okay.
Okay.
You
What
said
is your
Udoka is being considered for head coach or was before Snyder was hired?
Oh, Snyder was hired?
Oh,
I didn't know
Yeah,
Snyder was
Snyder
hired.
got a 5-year deal.
When? Because I was reading about Udoka this morning.
interesting.
Yep. So yay, correction.
That
Hey,
correction.
that's Austin's main job, and he's doing it so well. Do
Woo.
you have a pick for Coach of the Year, Austin?
I did not, but I agree with both of you.
Yeah.
Kings, if I had to choose, probably would have been him.
Mike
Okay.
Brown.
Yeah, I think that's a safe one.